Now, the cell has a pretty cool way of keeping bad things out. This is a shield-like structure that can only let good things come in and bad things out. This is called the plasma membrane. The membrane only allows things such as proteins and lipids to enter the cell. The membrane also allows bad things out that may form in the cell. Now at the center of the cell is the nucleus. At the center of that is the nuclear envelope. The nuclear envelope is the membrane inside the cell around the nucleus. The membrane forms a double layer which is connected to another group of membranes in the cell. The nucleus is the most important part of the cell. It is the main control center for the cell and acts kind of like the cell's brain. In order for anything to function, it needs food just like us, and that is where the endoplasmic reticulum, or ER, comes in. This little guy right here is the endoplasmic reticulum. It creates all the food necessary for the cell to work. Without this part, the cell wouldn't have any energy. Now the cell takes the food created by the ER and transforms it into energy. But in order for this to happen, the food needs to be broken down. The lysosome acts like our stomach. It makes enzymes that helps break down any part of the cell that is getting old and needs to be replaced. It uses its acids to eat away at any parts so that they can be replaced. The lysosome also can destroy the entire cell if needed. Another way for the cell to get energy is through the mitochondrion. This is a membrane-bound cell of organelles that helps create energy through chemicals. This helps the cell carry out its chemical reaction. That energy is then stored away in something called triphosphate. The Golgi apparatus uses that energy to act as a packing center for the cell. It takes in protein, modifies them, then places them in shipping containers called vesicles. These proteins are used within the cell. Ribosomes are responsible for making the proteins in the cell. They may look like little specks, but they are very powerful. They contain special proteins helping the cell to function. Another important part that helps the cell function is the cytoskeleton. The cytoskeleton acts like the bones in our body by holding the cell together. They are very small and you can barely see them, but without them the cell would fall apart. Similar to the cytoskeleton, the centrioles do a similar job. Imagine a snow globe for a moment. When you shake it, the glitter floats around. This is caused by the liquid that is also within the globe. The cytosol in a cell holds all the proteins and amino acids as well as many other things within the cell. This is what keeps all the structures together. At some point in a cell's life, it will make a copy of itself. In order for that to happen, we need to take a look at the centrioles. Centrioles look almost like churros and are located in the cytoplasm. These are very important for cell division. Their job is to help the cell split apart and make a copy of itself. When the cell is about to make a copy, they move to the two ends of the cell and help pull it apart in order for it to divide.